today we got a lot of new information about the Valorplates and some new gameplay, all in English, no Japanese in it. So we're gonna analyze the new gameplay and look over the new Valorplate information that we got from My Name's Bife's newest video. So let's get into it. So first off, let's look over the new gameplay. So right off the bat, you can tell there's two bars on the bottom right that we've never seen in any gameplay before. They are going to be your primary and your secondary weapon ability bars. So how that's gonna work is that you fill each one of them up. Whenever one of them is full, you can activate its ability. So as you can see right here, he activates Spectral Fury, which we've seen in a previous video that the devs went over. So one of the bars goes all the way down, which means he used one of the abilities. The other one is still going all the way to the end, still charging, because it's charging up the other ability. Another thing that we got to see was Soul Shatter, but with the actual UI. As you can see right here, you can see his bar with a white outline on it, and once he hit him with a heavy attack, he explodes into little pieces. And the lore type thing that we got to see in the gameplay was they're fighting the Vargul, which means that this is the Earth Realm. The Vargul rule the Earth Realm. If you didn't know, in My Name's Bife's oldest video, we got to see who rules what realms. And as you can see right here, something that we've seen in all the previous gameplays is that there is a mage in the background almost every single time you're fighting. And the other fighters are in front. You have to defeat all the other fighters and then go to the mage. I'm not sure if the mage is invincible or not while the other fighters are alive. That could be the case, but it could also be the style that the player is playing in front of us right now. It could just be him. You could be able to go in the back and defeat the mage if you want to. Who knows? And the last thing that I got to see in the gameplay is that there is elemental damage. We've seen that in previous videos, but right here you can see an icon that appears on the enemy's health bar that says fire damage. And we already know that Eclipse is a fire weapon, and it's probably going to be a legendary weapon since we have a whole trailer for it. So yeah, all the weapons should have elemental abilities if that is the case. Or it could just only be the legendary ones. Who knows? We'll just have to wait for even more information on that. Now let's look over the Valorplate information that we saw in the video. The first thing is an interesting fact that the names of the Valorplates were actually the names of the Archons that were shaped like them. So Silvermane is the name of the Archon that looks like a lion, Greyhawk is the name of the Archon that looks like a hawk, and so on. The newest information though, and most important, is that they revealed the names of the last three Valorplates that we didn't know about. So let's have a rundown of all the Valorplate names and look over them together really quickly. So the first Valorplate is Silvermane, which is the lion looking Valorplate. The second one is Greyhawk, the hawk looking Valorplate. And then Phoenix, the phoenix looking Valorplate, which is a fire type bird. And Hinterclaw, the dog looking Valorplate. Mesa, the ram looking Valorplate. Vertigo, or the moth looking one. Typhon, or the one that people might call a seahorse or a horse, which I definitely don't agree with. If you look at this video right here and you zoom in on the right shoulder pad, which generally tells you what type of animal is associated with that Valorplate, you'll see a snake. And that's why I think Typhon is a snake Valorplate. Armistice, I think, is a rhino Valorplate for the same reason as Typhon. Aegis Horn is a crab looking Valorplate. Basically from its shell, you can see the shell and you can see some tentacles in the back. So it could be a crab mixed in with some type of octopus, but it's mainly a crab. Now let's look over the three latest Valorplates that were just announced in this video. The first one would be Bulwark, and Bulwark is the bull looking Valorplate. Now we've seen Bulwark in some leaked footage earlier this year, and we've seen him in the 7th Sanctum a couple of times, showcased right there, and that's pretty much it. The second one is Mobius. Mobius is a woman looking Valorplate. Now if you look at its right shoulder pad, you will see that it shows a face, which means that it probably won't be associated with any type of animal, which is kind of weird, which breaks like the cycle. Maybe it could be an animal, but I think it's a person. And now the last one is Illumina. And Illumina is a peacock looking Valorplate. Now we've seen Illumina and Mobius in a Japanese gameplay where he went into the Seventh Sanctum, and we got to see both of them. And yeah, that's pretty much everything we know about them. They haven't shown us anything about their abilities or gameplay of them. They just showed us what they looked like and their names. Anyway, if you're interested in Godfall and want to see some guides, tutorials, and gameplay when the game comes out, consider subscribing. I'll make tons of new videos when the game comes out, and I'll try to mix it up and make a lot of variety content around this game and try to make it entertaining for you guys. So if you're interested in that, consider subscribing. And if you enjoyed this video, consider liking. If you didn't, dislike. Just let me know what you didn't like so that I can improve it in my next video. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. You better be there. Bye.